Obviously playing great basketball. What stood out to you about how they've clicked this year and where they found success?
Coached well, high level, MVP candidate, 1 through 15 buy into the system. They play the right way. Like, shit, do I need to go on? Yeah, they're really good. I like them so much that you don't like them. You know what I mean? They're just, I enjoy it. Mark has done a fabulous job. Their organization has done a fabulous job. Like, kudos to the product that they put out, everything that they are about, no doubt.
Doug, when you look at a team like this in a way that they've built through the draft and the way that they've built just their personalities, similar, like Memphis has a similar personality, do you look at that? Do you have conversations with guys around those organizations about how you would potentially build something like that?
Not necessarily conversations with them, conversations with myself about that, no doubt. I mean, that's very similar stylistically to a lot of different things that I truly appreciate in the game of basketball: the sharing, the camaraderie, the teamwork, the positionless basketball, the ability to guard, the ability to switch, the ability to fall into different types of game plans. Like, there's a lot of different ways that they can play basketball, and I think that's always important as well, not just coming out and being able to play only one way. So to them, yeah, definitely look at it.
Hey Doug, I know that last matchup with the Thunder is probably one you don't want to remember too much of, but if thinking back on that, and you guys were a little bit different at the time, but is there 1 or 2 things that stand out that has to be different in order for you guys to ultimately find the result you want?
No, I think we're a totally different team. That was team 1. I think this is like team 5. Yeah, so different, but I mean, you learn a lot through many trials and tribulations in this league. So I would be remiss to say that I didn't learn anything. I think we all learned something. You're on the road, you're trying to galvanize, you're trying to fix things on the fly, motivate, problem solve. There's a lot of different things that go into it, but they're a really good team.
TC Mike Bibby officially announced as the Sac State men's basketball coach. So I'll ask the question again, just your thoughts on it, and then maybe, when knowing him personally, when did it kind of say to you that, like, hey, he can be a head coach at a high level?
I mean, probably when I saw him coaching high school basketball, that he had the passion for it. I mean, when we're all in the locker room playing together, you don't think that. But the mind, the passion, the desire to be good, all those different things are attributes that fall into be a good head coach. Whether that's something that you want to torture yourself and do is ultimately going to be up to you. But I know how Mike gets down. I think he will do everything that he can do to be as good as a coach as he can be at whatever level he's at. And I think that's really all that you can ask. So yeah, super excited for him. Text him, like, love him. So we'll be coming through, hopefully, to see some W's at Sac State, no doubt.
And just to follow up on that too, when you look back on your career, including Bobby Jackson, who's doing some assistant coaching right now, has been close to this organization. Did you ever think that the three of you or any other or even Blotty, to be in these types of positions well after your playing career?
Well, we were all the brains of the organization, so right. No, it's a lot of fun, to be honest, to watch my brothers at whatever level have success. It doesn't necessarily have to be in basketball, but whatever it is, it's just that we've all dedicated our lives to something. They all have a vibe about this particular place because we were so close to doing something. So they text me regardless of, Bobby's in Philly, Mike was in Arizona, now he'll be in Sac State. Blotty is, Lord knows where Blotty is, he's all over the place, but he's reaching out. I see Paige on the weekends at Country Day, so you know, but it's always about basketball, it's about family, it's about the love that we have for this organization, but we are all excited for whatever we do outside of it, truly.
Doug, Zach said last night that the vibe,
He was incorrect.
okay, and so that's where I'm going with that.
I was just, and then I saw Keon, his quote. I think when you ask a question like that after you go through a little bit of a losing streak, it's more about like not being happy that you lost. You know, I'm upset that I lost. But when I addressed them upstairs, everybody sat down. The first thing that I said is, I'm happy to see that your vibe is right, because I was about to say something. But their vibe was spectacular. But that's how it's always been. And, I know Zach takes this serious, so and they all do. But there's also understanding that your vibe ain't only right when you win it. Like, that's like counter to what life is about. Like, are you only happy when stuff is going well in your life? Because I don't know anyone that everything always goes well. There's a lot of words for the person that when it's not going well, they fall apart or they pouting, or there's a lot of different, things that can describe a person like that. But I'm not about that, and that locker room ain't gonna be about that. It's gonna be about trying to figure it out, trying to problem solve, uplifting my brother, supporting my brother, and that goes with however many games you lose. And at the same time, we're elated and happy when we win. But it's a process to what we have to go through. There's a lot that's happened here in a really, really short amount of time, and that's just a reality. No excuse. Like, we expect to win every game that we go out there and play, because I think that we have the talent to do that. And when it doesn't, it hurts, and it's supposed to hurt. And I told him after one of the losses, I hope it hurts. Go home, sit in it, let it hurt, because that's what's ultimately gonna make us better. Yeah.
Anything else? Thanks, everyone.
Cool. Thanks, Coach.
Go ahead.
Doug, I'm curious, how much do you talk about with your team the standings, with how close things are, or how much do you pay attention to other games with how things are coming down the stretch?
I'm a junkie when it comes to basketball, so I see it, I watch it, but with them, like, it's on the wall, and it's on their phone, and I'm sure people tell them. I don't talk about it a lot. Some people have said, should you do this, should you do that? And I'm like, if we handle our business, and that's one of my messages was today, is like, we control our destiny, and that's always a good place to be. When you're not in control of your destiny, it's not a happy place. But right now, we are in control of that. So if we handle what we need to handle, everything else takes care of itself. So you're just kind of looking at that for what reason is kind of what I'm saying to them. Spend that energy on reading the scouting report and making sure that when we come out, we hitting on all cylinders. Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Thanks, everyone.